pinaka-kinilig or talagang naging masaya with the feedback that you got from her?
Co-artist na lang. Kasi ang dami, there's a lot of people that come, I don't want to say that, but there's certain people that heard my music and natutuwa ko. Si Miss Regine, she said she actually liked Someday. She liked Someday, at sabi niya ganda din yung kanta. Si Miss Regine, si Ma'am si Jolina, Ma'am si Melay, parang they're the ones that told me that. Eric Santos din, he said that to Darren. I don't know if I just keep listing on the people, it's crazy. But the fact that people appreciate the song and they appreciate the music that I put out, nakakakilig na yun. Whoever it is. Kasi I never expected people to like music. I just wrote it because I just wanted to release music. I wanted to show people my passion. But the fact na may positive comments tungkol sa song na nakakatawa, it's nakakakilig na yun. You know?
And sorry, follow through lang. If there's any of the song na gusto mong magawan ng movie and you wanted to star it with, ganyan, alin doon at sino yung gusto mong makasama?
Alin doon? You know, I don't really have, I don't have a specific person in mind because I feel like I'm an open enough person to say that whoever I'm with, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have fun. And that's not a safe answer, ah. Hindi siya safe. Totoo yung answer, ah. Nakikita ko yung tingin mo sa akin, totoo yung answer. I feel ko talaga kung sino pa yung makakasama ko, kung sino yung talaga yung makakasama ko sa movie, sa set. Whoever, it's gonna be a fun time. For instance, si Maggie Ford. That was our first time meeting sa set na yun for Someday. But when you see the scenes that we did and when you see us interacting sa set, it didn't seem like it was our first time meeting. We were already so comfortable. We were already we generated a bond, and it was as if we talked for a long time before the shoot. Alam mo yun? So I think whoever I'm with, it will be the same way. And yeah.
Pero alin doon
Ay!
Kung magawa ng ano, kung may una na magagawa ng isang movie or a series, alin doon?
Alin songs?
Yes, from that 5.
I think it'd be Someday. I think it'd be Someday, not just because it was my first single that I released, but I think a lot of movies touch base on those emotions, which is hope and may konting heartbreak din. Kasi in Someday, as it's positioned sa EP, it's the track where you see na may something na nangyari sa relationship. Either someone left or you're going through hard times. May nangyari talaga. So when you think of Someday being put into a movie, there's hopefulness, there's heartbreak, and there's also a sense of peace, knowing that your significant other is still hoping that things will work out.
Okay. Thank you, Jeremy. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Masaya. At gusto ko yung kulay ng mga pictures na lumag. Congrats. Thank you, VJ Sam, S2M.
Thank you, Albert Bryan. O, diba? Bring the energy. And grabe kinilig ako sa mga questions, ha? I felt all of the questions here this morning. But let's get, the more questions coming from Ace Tremero from Certified Kapamilya. Hi. Hi, Ace. Are you there? Don't be shy. Hello po.
Kumusta po?
Hey, Ace.
Yun yung question ko. Actually, nakatatlong palit na ako ng question dahil yung ibang question ay natanong na. Bale, ang tanong ko ay, sino ba yung nasa likod ng kantang ito? I mean, while doing the song, while doing the music video, sino ba yung iniisip na isang Jeremy Glenoga?
Sino? I don't think... Sa totoo lang, all of these songs are a compilation of all of my experiences. Okay, this makes you look really bad for trying to like be safe, but totoo naman yung sinasabi ko. So, compilation talaga siya from my past experiences. So, wala akong talagang iniisip na isang person. I think my songs that I'm writing currently are now talking my current situation. But this is basically what I've been wanting to write when I was in high school, when I was younger. So, compilation talaga siya. I'm sorry if that disappointed you.
Here's my second question. Bali, ayun. Na-heartbreak na ba ang isang Jeremy Glenoga? If yes, ano yung naging comfort song mo during that specific moment?
Oo, na-heartbreak na ako. Na-heartbreak naman ako. And I think there are different types of heartbreaks, but yes, I've gone through heartbreak, and Sunflower shows how one of those heartbreaks went, you know? And the comfort song, I don't really have a comfort song kasi whenever I'm sad, ako yung tipong tao na listens to the sad playlist on Spotify. So, you know what? And that's what I wanted to show sa EP na to, is that it's okay for you to go through these emotions. You know, so especially sa Sunflower, you go through a self-doubt, you go through a self-blame. There's a part in Sunflower that says, where did I go wrong? Where was it all my fault? And it shows the listener that if you go through these emotions, it's okay. Ilabas mo lang yan. Especially with guys, there's this certain thing that people say na, oh, guys always have to hide their emotions and everything. But I personally do not believe that, because guys also have to let emotions out sometimes. So that's where I come from, and that's how I deal with that heartbreak. And yeah.
Okay. Thank you, BJ, sa amin. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Maraming salamat, Ace. Kung gusto ko yun, no? Now we know Jeremy G listens to sad playlists when he's sad. Just like all of us. We're right there with you. Do not worry. We've all been there. Do not worry, Jeremy. But next, let's get to some questions coming from Josephine Bonsol from joebonsol.net. I will also be asking this question. So a while ago, you did mention that one of your dream collaborations is with Gary V. But if you were to collaborate with an international artist, who would be your dream collaboration?
Bruno Mars.
Ooh.
Because I think the reason why I'm so hands-on with my music is because of him. It's because how hands-on he is with all of his music. Him and Ed Sheeran and all of that. Down to production, down to the music, down to the lyrics, down to the melody. I think he's the one that inspired me the most to be like that. And I just hope to collaborate with him one day.
Yes, manifest natin yan. And I can't wait. Baka one day we get to hear like a Silk Sonic-esque Jeremy G beats. That would be really, really cool, guys.
That's tempting.
Oh, diba, guys? So we're gonna manifest these collaborations of Jeremy G in the future. But next up, we have a question coming from MJ Felipe from TV Patrol. So this one, he asks, ano ang real score sa inyo ni Angeline Cruz? Nalilink kayo at ngayon sabay pa kayo nag-launch ng bagong single.
Link? Parang first time ko narinig yan na. I think that's the first time hearing that. But, sorry, nagulat na ako. But I don't think there's necessarily a link. But if she released music at the same time as me, also stream her music as well. Let's support our fellow OPM artists, you know. And yeah. And I'm sure I haven't listened to it yet, but I'll listen to it after this. So yeah, support each other, guys.
There you go. Now we all know the real score. Pati si Jeremy, nagulat. But yeah, I agree. Stream, you have to support other artists as well. But of course, we still have questions coming from Jeffrey Olila Garcia. I will also be asking these questions from Jeff Oligar TV. When you first learned that you will have the opportunity to create your own record or EP, ano yung mga unang words na pumasok sa isip mo?
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Lord. And it's grateful for the opportunity because my fans know this. Jeremy news know how long I've been wanting to have an EP or been wanting to have a project like this. So to be given an opportunity from Sir Roxy, Kuya Rox, Sir Jonathan, it really means a lot, and I'm so grateful for the trust that they have in me to create.
Definitely. But let's get to the next question. With the music on the EP, anong classic music ni Jeremy ang maaari na describe the music of Jeremy on this EP?
I think it's music is definitely heartfelt, emotional, but if you were to put in a genre, I'd say it's like it's like an Ed Sheeran type of vibe. Ed Sheeran, Brian McKnight. I even saw comments about Westlife, parang ganon. Late 90s, 2000s yung vibe, and that's the era that I kind of wanted to pull inspiration from. And I'm just glad people heard it with Someday, and hope people will also hear it with these other tracks.
Oh yeah, I think who knows? I feel like I felt that vibe also, kind of like upbeat, kind of 2000s vibe. I think that's definitely what you got with the whole EP, not just those two songs, but the whole EP. But next up, we have questions coming from Ralph from Pamilya Talk with Tita Jing. I will also be asking this question. So Ralph asks, what are your tips for young singers and artists na maging inspired in creating music?
Just write whatever your heart says. Don't. This is a piece of advice that Tito Gary actually told me, because I also asked him for help. I asked him, Tito Gary, I am an old soul, but I'm afraid that if I write music that I'm used to, or the music that I grew up listening to, I feel like people would not appreciate it because it's not the current sound. But what Tito Gary told me is that just write whatever your heart says, and just do your best at it. Don't be influenced by the current sound or the current genre that's happening right now. Just write whatever your heart says, and work hard on it. If people like it or not, just appreciate them for listening to the song, and all you can control is how hard you work on this. And that's a piece of advice that I worked that helped me throughout this whole EP.
Which I think is a testament to how honest the whole EP is, very personal to you. And I think that's the best kind of songs that people can relate to as well, when it's open and honest. So that's great advice actually for everyone struggling with inspiration, especially during this time. But our last questions are coming from Debbie Jane Pangan from TFC News Middle East. Hello, Debbie Jane. Hello. Hi, Debbie. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah. So, wow, that was a great song. Actually, I heard the clips for that, and my first question, like, what are the challenges that brought into you for this EP? Yeah. What are the challenges you encountered when you made this songs?
I think the challenges were, sa totoo lang, myself. That's one of the challenges, because I am such, I was such a hands-on person throughout this whole experience, and trying to overcome my personal my personal, I don't know, over control, my personal OC. That was one challenge. But another challenge was piecing the puzzle, piecing all of these songs together, and finding the correct theme and finding a correct flow for this. Because I mentioned earlier, na there's a specific order that I wanted the listeners to listen this by, and that was also a challenge as well. Because these songs may be different if you listen to it separately, pero once you listen to it together, you'll see the whole story. You'll feel, hopefully feel the whole story, understand where I'm coming from and what I want everyone to listen to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. From your part, like, what is in you? What makes you different from the different artists? What's in store from you? I mean, how can we be satisfied with all the songs that you'll be more bringing to us? You know,
What makes me
there are a lot of artists right now.
I think something that makes
Yeah.
me different. Well, I don't want to say different because there's a lot of. First of all, I'd like to salute all of the artists of OPM ngayon, all of the artists in general. Kasi nakakatuwa din ngayon seeing a lot of artists releasing music with different genres. Kasi when you think about OPM, there's not really specific
Yeah.
genre anymore. There's different genres ranging from folk all the way to R&B to rock and everything. So I salute all of the OPM artists. But I think for me, with my music coming forward, it's just gonna be genuine, down to earth, and something that you'll be able to listen to and relate to with whatever it is, even kahit upbeat song man yon or stripped down na ballad. I just feel like I also want to show how genuine and how all of the music that I will write in the future comes from a special place in my heart, and hopefully all of my listeners will realize that as well.
Okay. Thank you so much. Greetings from Saudi Arabia. We're on the road right now. This is Saudi Arabia.
Nice. Hopefully I get to visit. Take care.
Okay.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah,
Take
why not?
care in your travels. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for joining us here today. But that wraps up our whole Q&A portion for today. And wow, we learned so much about the whole process that went behind the EP May Be Forever by Jeremy G, you guys. So I hope you got a better picture of how it all came together. And now it is finally here for